Hi, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play the first solo of Farki Farki by Albatross. And yeah, so we're in the key of E major for this. Oh, and by the way, I've divided the solo into 3 different parts so that it's easier for me to teach you guys and it's easier for you guys to learn. And hopefully by the end of this video you guys can put those 3 parts together and then make a full solo. I'm sorry about the excess noise in the background, there's guests downstairs, but yeah. So what I've done for my tone is that I've put a little bit of overdrive from my amp, and then I've hooked that up to my distortion pedal, and then together I get this really distorted sound like this. So yeah, we're gonna get straight into it with a full bend on the 12th fret of the B string, and then you don't release the bend. Once you hit this note, you do a pitch harmonic and then you release the bend. If you don't know what a pitch harmonic is, I suggest you guys look it up because it's a really crucial part for guitar playing. So you release, and then you do a hammer-on pull-out from 9, 12, 9 on the B. Then you do a quick bend on the G, 11th fret of the G, back to 9 on the B, and then a pull-out from 11 to 9 on the G. So then you hammer on from the 9 to 11 on the D, 9 on the G, pull off, hammer on from 11, 9, 11 on the D. And the next part, you're gonna have to do aggressive picking, so then it gives us kind of like aggressive sound. So pull off from 11 to 9 on the D, then 11 on the A, back to 9 on the D, then 11, 10, 9 on the A. So then the next part, you're gonna have to do this legato lick, which is on the A, D, and G string. So you do hammer on from 7, 9, 11 on the A, same thing on the D. Then on the G, you do hammer on, pull off, hammer on from 8, 9, 8, 9. And then you do a full bend on the 11th fret of the G. Don't release the bend. When you hit this note, you hit the 12th fret of the B, and then you release the bend at the 11th. So it's like, and then you do hammer on, pull off from 9, 11, 9 on the G. Then you slide in from the 9 to 11 on the D, pull off to the 9 on the D, hammer on back to the 11. Hit the G, 9th fret of the G twice. Then you again slide in from 9 to 11 on the D, pull off to the 9, hammer on to the 11, and then play the G once on the 9th fret. Alright, so that's that whole part played slowly. So part 2, this is where we go up to the 17th fret of the B string, and then you do a full bend on the 17th fret. So it's like, then you release the bend and then you pick the note. So then quick hammer and pull off from 14, 17, 14 on the B. Then you bend on the 16th fret of the G, back to 14th on the B, then 16, 13 on the G, and then 16 on the D. Then you do a bend again on the 17th fret of the B. Pick the note after you're done releasing. Then you do a double note bend, which is where you pick both strings, but then you only bend with one note. So you put your finger on the 16th fret of the E string, and then you bend on the 19th fret of the B string, and then you bend twice. So it's like. Then you're gonna have to slide into the 12th fret of the E string. And then you play the 11, and then you do a hammer and pull off from 9, 11, 9. Then 12 on the B, back to 9 on the E, pull off from 12 to 9 on the B, 11 on the G, 9 on the B, pull off from 11 to 9 on the G, 11 on the D, 9 on the G, and then you do a palm mute 11 9 11 on the D, back to G 9th fret on the G, and then you do a full bend on the 11th fret of the G. Don't release the bend, hit the 12th fret on the B, and then release. And then you pick the 9th and then you pull off from 11 to 9 on the G. So that whole part sounds something like this. Alright, now part 3. This is the most complicating part because I don't really know if I'm playing it right or teaching it correctly, so I'm sorry for that. Basically, you have to slide into the 5th fret of the B string, then you pull off to the 4th, and then you hit the 6th on the G, then you hammer on from 4 to 5 on the B, hammer on to the 7th, pull off to the 5th, pull off to the 4th. You do this twice. Then you hammer on from 4 to 5 on the B, hit the 9 on the E, again hammer on from 4 to 5 on the B, hit the 7 on the E, then 4 to 5 again, hammer on the B, then you hit the 4th on the E. So it's like, then you hit the 5th fret of the B, 7th on the B, back to 5th on the B, then you do a hammer on pull off from 4 5 4 on the B, hit the 6 on the G, back to 4 on the B, and then you do a pull off hammer on from 4 6 4 on the G. So yeah, okay, in the next part you have to do a pitch harmonic and then you pull off from okay, so you do a pitch harmonic on the 6th fret of the G, and then you pull off to the 4th, so, and then you hit the 6th fret of the D, hammer on from 4 to 6 on the G, hit the 4 on the B, back to 6 on the G, back to hammer on pull off from 4 5 4 on the B, back to 6 on the G, and then you hammer on from 4 to 5 on the B, then you slide to the 7 on the B, then you slide to the 9, then you hammer on to the 10, then you slide to the 12. So that whole part sounds something like this. Then you hit you go back to the 10, you pick the 10th fret of the B. Wait. So after you hit the 10, you do you pluck the 9th fret of the B, then you pull off from 10 to 9. And then you slide back to a 7, then you slide back to a 5, and then you pull off, hammer on, pull off from 5 7 5 7, and then you do a full bend on the 7. So this is part 3 played slowly. I'm gonna play all 3 parts together, one slowly, and then I'm gonna play it fast. So this is all 3 parts played slowly.